Let's just talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Oh, let's just talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Oh. Hello. How are you guys doing? It is J.London. Welcome to the podcast without the podcast. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. Today I'm not going to be sitting on the couch. I'm going to sit in my little meditator's booth. I have this booth right here that I love, and I'm always sitting on it. And I don't know why I got this couch when I'm always sitting on this booth. Should we just dive in? Make sure you guys subscribe. If you guys don't know me from Black and Educated, Let's Talk About It. It's more of like the chill show. Like here, I'm a little more candid. Here, I feel like I could talk about whatever I want, really. Like if I want to talk about bullshit, I can talk about bullshit here. Black and Educated is a little more serious. And Black and Educated has way more production that has to go into it to get one episode done. So, it's coming back though. Let's enjoy, let's talk about it. So make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys like, make sure you guys share, make sure you guys comment and educate me. If you guys want to start a conversation, if you guys feel like, hey, maybe my opinion was wrong, because again, this is my opinion, right? You guys can comment down below and easily be like, hey, this is how I feel, and we can have a healthy conversation about it. But don't be rude, don't be nasty, because I will call security real quick. So, y'all, I just moved in to this Caucasian neighborhood. It's called Celebration. It's in Florida. Celebration is right next to Kissimmee, right next to Orlando, like 192 area. I'm not gonna really give that much details. Like if you know Celebration, you know. When I'm telling you I am the only black person in my entire neighborhood, like I've walked around my block. I haven't walked that much because I'd be scared, but I've walked around it so many times trying to find people, and there isn't any. You know when you walk in and you see that black brother, that black sister, and you do that nod. You know that's what that's what I'm just looking for. I wouldn't feel some type of way about it if I didn't get the looks that I get. So I moved in to this beautiful home. I don't know if I'm allowed to give the details on the amount it cost and so on and so forth, but it is gorgeous. Like you guys saw in the B-roll in the beginning of the footage, it's glorious. Like I have a big garden. God really blessed me with this. But when I walk out from the front or in the back, I sometimes park the car right here in the back. When I walk out, I get those looks that they be like, you see everyone usually in the morning. I wake up and I like to go out and work out. So you see everyone, and literally I saw this woman pat her husband and be like, Slice, I see your finger. I see you pointing at me. So what I did, I was like, baby, they pulled their Volvo so quickly out of this driveway. It was crazy. And I'm just like, I just don't understand. Like, don't make it awkward as it is. Like, we all know, I get it. You probably haven't seen a black person or Latino or minority within this community in years. So now that you see someone moving in and not the same complexion as you, they're gonna be like, oh, he's probably trouble, or he probably plays his music too loud, or this and that. There's preconceived notions about the suburbs or nice areas. I like to walk to this little market that's literally 9 minutes from where I live now, and that's where I get like these good acai bowls. Shout out to Gypsy Moon. I get some teas there. Like, I love this little market, but every time I walk in the store, these two ladies just look at me, the store owners. They look at me like I'm like crazy or I don't belong. Don't get me wrong, maybe it's my like fear or like the times that we live in, but it's the way I feel, and I get the reassurance by like the shortness of conversation that I get, you know, compared to the other man that was standing right next to me. Like, I went to go get a Nutella bowl and she was like, yeah, it's good. And then the guy asked her like, how's the smoothie? And she's like, listen, it has granola in there, banana, cherry, strawberry. Like, I'm like, bitch, ma'am, like, come on, you know? Like, I'm still gonna pay for everything and I'm still gonna tip you. I'm gonna be here more often. Like, I live here. Like, you just never know. I tell people all the time, don't assume, because it makes an ass out of the both of you. It makes an ass out of you and the other person you assumed about. So you just never know. If I probably would have went in there and bought all of your fucking teas. Try not to curse. Let me give you some history. Look at this notebook that I got. Yo, Marshalls. I love Marshalls. Marshalls is the same place that I got 4 big candles like such, for $24. You go to Bath and Body Works and $24 is the cost of one. Sorry if you guys hear the rain. I don't know where this rain came from. 1934 to 1968, 98% of home loans were given to white families. So if you guys didn't know, the biggest way to grow your wealth is to get real estate, is to own homes. Because the whole reason of it is that you can live in that home and renovate it to the fullest, get some new cabinets in there, which I need, get a new fridge, some new everything, new appliances, get some new flooring, everything done, and that raises the price on it, that raises the value. You can do so much more because you own the home. You can rent it out for a little bit more what your mortgage is every month, so you can make that extra couple hundreds. You can sell it for triple, or, well, not triple, because if you're gonna do triple, you better have knocked it down and made it better. But you can sell it for double of what you bought it for. So for example, let's say in 1999 you buy a house for $50,000. Well, in 2010, 2012, you can sell that house for $100,000. So from the late 1930s, they graded or they color coordinated, like literally color coordinated neighborhoods into categories. These were 90% based on their racial makeup. So you would think that it would be based on if we have the same diploma, the same degree, same income. No, it's based on how I look. It's based on my hair. It's based on my parents, on where I was raised. So after the Great Depression, they needed to find out how they can get security every time they would give out a loan. This was residential security. They ended up making 4 categories. They would use grades like letter A, B, C, D, which is how the grading system came into play, or they would use colors. So A, or green, was like the best one. That is your top millionaire. Those are your doctors, lawyers. That is it. B was still desirable. So the B was still desirable, which was the blue. They were okay. They were in the thousands, but they were millionaires. So you guys can get it, you know? Not a lot of black people in there or minorities within A or B. C is definitely declining. This is the working class. These are the people that are really trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Like, these are the people who are working their ass off, you know, going to colleges and trying to get out of that C level to make it into B or into A. So you might have like a 45% chance when you apply to get it, which is kind of high, and I'm probably giving it a little bit extra percentage there. So let's better yet say 25%. Yeah? D, which is the most hazardous, which is red, right? It is the Negroes, the Hispanic, the white trash, because they would call people white trash. If you were trash, you were trash. You know what I mean? These were your minorities. These were your foreign-born. I'm just spitting, baptizing the table. These were your foreign-born people, people that weren't from here. Remember, at this time, the 14th Amendment was passed, so that was a whole revolution for them. So this is when the foreign-born came into play. So they were really, really trying to make small communities, these little small niches where you can find nice white people, and then literally across the town or maybe 2 blocks up would be those red zones where you would find the Negroes, the foreign-borns, the white trash, so on and so forth. So that is literally the history of the suburbs. If you really think about it, that is exactly why we don't see any minorities or any blacks within the neighborhood that I'm in right now. Initially, they did notice that this was super illegal and this wasn't right. So by like the 1980s, they did ban these laws. But bitch, you can literally go back to 2015 to many banks and many loaners, and you can see that they use these residential maps till this day. What we're being taught and what we're being taught is that we're not giving people a chance. We're not giving people a chance to prosper, because as soon as these laws were banned, technically, and you can't discriminate, you get the black people like myself that are like, okay, we can finally get into these neighborhoods, y'all. Like, we done did it. We can go into Celebration out from the Bronx. Like, we can do this. But the problem is we have no money to do it. There's no money. 40 years ago, probably we could have bought land, and then now we could have had money to move into these neighborhoods, but now we don't. Now, once these laws were banned, which they weren't banned because people are still using these maps, there was still no room for us to grow. There was still no room for us to make it, you know? And that sucks, you know? So before we dive into our next topic, I want to read this story that Dr. Afan Ghaffari, shout out to you again. He sent me 2 stories actually, but he did send me one of his stories of him growing up, so I'm going to try and read that. But I did realize that I haven't cast it on my TV, and my phone is covering the TV, so I think I'm going to put you guys at a different angle. So let me know if you guys like that. I'm going to try and do some Cat Black shit, you know? Shout out to you, Queen. Hey, Cat Black, I love you.
Are you tired of people complaining about literally everything every day? Do you find yourself overly annoyed by the actions of others? Then you need fuck 'em all. When prescribed by your doctor, fuck 'em all can significantly reduce your ability to give a fuck. Tired of Karens not minding their business? People complaining about masks got you down? Fuck 'em all. Fuck 'em all has been tested and proven to help you not give a fuck.
I used to give a fuck, but now that I've tried fuck 'em all, I don't give a fuck at all.
If you continue to give a fuck after taking fuck 'em all, please consult with your physician. Side effects may include insensitivity, lack of care, and an extreme case of mind your damn business.